Augie is a third-degree blue belt, and in my opinion, very technical for that belt and where he's at. I think he does a very good job of at times slowing me down and not letting me move. And I think he's catching on to good strategies in halting a lot of what I try to do with my game. And I thoroughly enjoy rolling with him, and he's super humble. So let's get into this. Augustine. Augie. Let's go. Okay, first things first, I'm coming out pretty slow, moving, drop levels, trying to get him to mimic me so I can get under his legs. A lot of times, Augie, I do this because people mimic. I get low, sit here, and I stand up and get low again. Let me go up here. So a lot of times, watch this. I go up. See how you follow, you mimic? You're gonna come up. What I'm looking for as you come up is I'm looking for an entrance in this area, right? A lot of times in these situations, sometimes it's better to just keep a good wrestling stance or stay lower or just keep where you feel comfortable, okay? Don't mimic me so much because I'm trying to set you up. So you're getting good, trying to get grips. We're doing a little grip battle here. Now, what's essentially happening here is, well, let me finish it and then I'll show you. Beautiful. So we teach you when you guys are white belts, blue belts, whatever, to pull guard and put the foot in the hip that you have the arm controlled. And as you see here, I did not do that. And because I didn't do that, he now has control over my leg. But pulling guard that way and always having your foot on that same side, you can still get away with it doing it on the other side as long as you maintain control over your opponent and keep him very tight on that leg where he can't move it. And then thus you still should be able to get to your guard. Now here, Augie, if you're watching, here what I did is I knew that you had control over this leg when we came down. And I start peeling the elbow here. Now, I think my leg was hurting at that point. I think I just got done rolling with Jamie. So I didn't really actually want to close my guard. I wanted to keep it a little more open. But even though I'm keeping it a little more open, this foot here is controlling your hip. And this foot here is I'm hovering over your hip and I'm like clamping down to keep you close to me. But here's the thing. Right now, if you were to just start getting to your knees and standing up, you probably would have gotten very positive. You probably would have got positive results by just doing that because I'm already open and I haven't established a good grip with you yet to keep you broken down. So I would have, if you feel my legs are not crossed behind you, I would just start standing, moving away. You're doing a really good job of like keeping me down and kind of, I call it tanking on me, keeping tight, trying not to let me get any sort of movement. Let's see. Cool. So now I think what you're doing is you're wrapping your legs around, you're trying to like Khabib me. So you're gonna try to like scoop my legs in and keep, yep, beautiful. And I like this. And this is where you make your first mistake. Whoops. Let's go back here. This is where you make your first mistake. I think everything you're doing is beautiful. Problem is, well, one of the things that's going wrong is I'm pushing your head away. I don't want you to get space and I don't want you to climb up my body. What you should be doing in this scenario here is as I'm turning around, you should be taking that bottom arm rather than trying to capture and just hold my legs, because I'm just gonna scoop out. See how you're just holding? You should have took that arm, Let's go back to where you're holding. I'm just trying to scoop out. Now see this arm right here? It's good. Hold this leg, but this arm should circle around and grab the back of my belt or the back of my collar, and you should be climbing up my body. Because you're not climbing up my body, you're giving me the ability to base here, get my hips about me, frame your head out, and start scooping my legs out to get back to a guard. Once again, boom, scooping my legs out, and boom. That whole time, even here, this arm right here should have been going backwards. You could have been going backwards. You should have been passing this leg and getting to my side over here, right? Start attacking my belt, start attacking my back line by grabbing and pulling me in. You're strong and you're long, right? So use that to your advantage. Reach, pull me in. That would have gave you very positive results. So now we're back in the same thing. Now my guard is locked up. Sorry about the camera angle. So right here, I am not actually trying to do anything other than make you feel very uncomfortable. I want to push your face off, use my wrist in your nose, whatever I can, because right at this moment, I need to get space from you. And I'll tell you this every day, probably every video I do, I talk about space. And in this moment, even though most of the time in close guard, I want to take your space away, right this second, you're crowding me very hard and you're not giving me space to move my arms around. So I need to get space while I'm in this position. So I'm gonna start framing out, pushing in your face, trying to get you to step over and start collecting the back of your elbow or your sleeve here because I want to get to an angle on you. And you're doing a very good job of keeping tight, keeping small, which I like. I try to invert. You're doing very good at keeping tight, keeping me to you, good grips, right? Rather than letting me move around. Now here's a perfect example. You're doing that thing again, right? Which I like it. It's cool. Is collecting my legs and stopping my movement. That's part of the key. That's part of the piece to this puzzle that is me, right? You want to stop my movement. Now right here, you should be, once you have that leg, you should be using your arm to grab here, right by my belt line, and start climbing around back to get the side control. That's what you should have done. But you're so hyper focused on just my legs that I don't think you do it. So again, I'm gonna post because you're not attacking my side, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna push your head away and I'm either gonna turtle or I'm gonna start scooping out. I'm now looking for what I can grab. If I can grab the back of your belt, which I think that's what I do now. I try to grab the back of your belt and I'm gonna use that to pull me back into guard and keep you super tight because you wanna hold my legs, that's fine. Boom, and I shrimp out, right? So that's what I was doing there, right? I'm trying to, now I got my space by grabbing your belt, I break off. I was using your belt to like give me the leverage to push my legs out, right? And once I broke my legs out, I'm gonna scoot out while still holding your belt because I wanna keep you tight. I don't want you scooting away from me now. Now I need to take your space, right? So I'm gonna scoot out and retain guard. Boom, back to guard, beautiful. Okay. Again with, I have my leg in your hip, but now I'm using the belt to keep you close to me. So I don't have to pull, close my guard. Okay, this right here with this lapel, if you were trying to do something with that, I don't know what you were trying to do. So please school me on that. If you were trying to do a choke or some type of control, I personally would be more focused on this leg right here, okay? Because it's already open. You should be getting that knee in there, spreading that leg out and looking for a knee slice. Or you can do the basic closed guard pass, grab the lapels, grab the collars, post forward, stand up, break, right? I wouldn't focus so much on holding this. I think you're very hyper focused. And that's what I think I said at the start. Like I think you're technical for where you're at. But when I'm moving around a lot and doing a lot, I think you get flustered and you get very tunnel visioned. And right now you're tunnel visioned on that collar and it's not doing you much work. And now we go back to the legs again, which I like. And you're letting me move my hips again, right here. Again, I'm gonna say it again. If you were to even if you were to take this arm and just grab my hip and pull in, you would have put me back down on the ground, probably been able to got to side control past my guard. There it is. Oh, you did it, good. A little late, but beautiful, cool. Now I'm gonna roll to turtle. The only reason that you didn't, I was waiting for you to do that. Like I was like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Because I wanted to get to turtle. But the last 2 tries, I wasn't even thinking about that until now. So I like what you did. The reason, let me go back here. Where's it at? Cool. So watch what happens now. You have my legs, but I'm already on my hip. So now that I'm already on my hip, here's the thing. Okay. When you let me pull my legs forward to go down, right? So I can belly down. What I would have done is I actually would have kept that leg and pulled it to you. So the leg that you have trapped right here that you have control over, I would have either got a grip, I don't know, underhooked it, right? The leg, and I would have rocked me back and put my back to the ground, and use your body too. Use your body, go a little bit forward and then roll back and use your own chest to like cinch me back and lay me down. So that what that's gonna do, that's gonna stop me from turtling. So right now I'm obviously feeling you out, trying to feel where your base is, trying to get a leg in between to do maybe a leg entanglement. Yeah, I think I was looking for the invert. Okay, so, again, what are we gripping here? I mean, I get what you're trying to do, but I think you got laser focused again. I think you're so focused on just halting my movement that you're missing the fact that you can underhook this, step around, maybe even get to a like half Nelson, roll me over. But you're so heavily focused on putting your weight on me that at no point are you moving your legs in. You're not threatening to get your hooks in. You don't have any dominant grip that's stopping my movement, right? You're just holding to hold, but you're not holding with any intention. You're not doing anything, right? So if you had that, I probably wouldn't have had the easy invert on you, right? So boom, beautiful. Now here's another thing. You let that go. So this is like, I talked, I think in a earlier video about like white belt mentality, or like, and I'm sure it's not just white belts. I'm sure a lot of people do it, where you just kind of accept, okay, well, this is the scenario. I'm just going to accept how the scenario plays out and just go, right? So, and case in point is right here. Watch. Okay, boom. I would have personally not accepted that. I would have held what I was holding and pulled and rolled me back. Just rolled me right back over where I was, or just held that post there. Instead of letting me get to my guard, holding that post there and then spinning around towards my head and just keeping control on this hip and stopping me from regarding. The only reason I got this, I didn't even have to scramble. I didn't have to do a second move. I just did that one move. It was so easy because you accepted it, 100% accepted it. So don't accept some of these moves. Don't accept that, okay, now he's going to invert. Now we go to guard. That shouldn't be the mentality you have when you roll. The mentality should be like, oh, he's trying to invert. Let me see if I can stop that. Let me see if I can, put pressure on him, right? So we can, don't let me do what I want. Do what you want. Okay, so we accepted that position. Now we're in close guard. Okay, again, I like that. Beautiful. I like that you pulled the leg out. You're being cognizant, which means that in this moment, you're not tunnel visioned, right? But I don't like this grip. I don't think you're doing much with it. If you want something to hold, you should be holding my arms, right? Or you should just hold my arms. Get the sleeves, or grab the inside of my pants on the front and start posturing and getting away. I'm gonna show you a trick. If you take this hand out, because I know your hand's under here, and you can reach behind my back and gable grip and just crunch me in, you're gonna put me right on my back. You're gonna flatten me out. So this hand, pull this out, reach it around my back, and just gable grip and like bear hug me, and then climb up my legs, you're gonna flatten me out. Now here I'm trying to keep control of your back because I want control of semi-control of your movement, so I can, which I was trying to do, so I can react better. I like what you're doing, turning, keeping control of that leg. I think that was cool. Keeping that pressure. In this type of scenario, I wouldn't actually just stay on your knees to hold me down. I would have actually maybe got to your toes so you get movement, because right now you're kind of like pasted to me and you're just stuck on where I'm gonna move. So in this type of scenario, boom, I'm gonna flip over, right? Yep. Okay, and beautiful. I like what you're trying to do to keep guard. I like it. I like that you tried to attack. I think what ended up happening in this type of right here was you just lost control of my arm. Anytime you're gonna attack like an armbar like that, when we're rolling through, you, like, see right there, that's perfect. See how you have control of my arm like that? And as I'm rolling through, you should be able to step over to an armbar. But I think what ends up happening is you lose control of it. Yeah, here it is. Boom. Or okay, so it wasn't gonna be an armbar, it was gonna be a omoplata. But and then I think we're in a knee entanglement. I think that's it, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you do a lot of good things. I really like how you control my body, but you need to start climbing up. You need to start being cognizant of your tunnel vision. And if you're starting to get flustered because I'm moving around too much, hold me. I don't know. Hold me until I stop moving. Tank, get me frustrated, and then move little by little. And I think that'll help you out a lot. Other than that, Augie, I think you did a great job. And this was fun. All right. If anyone else was watching, thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, or share. And if you have any questions, or maybe if you have a video that you would like me to go over, I'd be more than happy to. Just send me a message on YouTube. Have a good day. Bye.